Hi everyone and welcome. It's me, Jamie with Lost Boy. We are going to be spilling some more tea. For those of you who are new here, this is just a daily collective message, pretty much intended for whoever needs it. So please only take the messages that resonate and drop the messages that do not. As always, I do want to say thank you for all the support. Truly does mean the world to me. Allows the channel to grow, but most importantly gets these messages out there to others who may need them, so thank you. Alrighty, y'all, let's get into this message. Universe, what is the tea? What is the tea? All of my tarot decks are really difficult to shuffle. I'm in Massachusetts, and this... I don't even want to say it's a heat wave, because it's not that it's hot. It's that it's so humid. It's so humid that, like, my AC is struggling to keep my place at 75 degrees. Struggling. And everything is just so sticky. I hate this. Anyways, now that I've got that off my chest, universe. What is the tea? What is the tea, universe? The Four of Coins in the reverse. Somebody is definitely opening up. They're no longer holding on tightly. Somebody here had a fear of losing out. Or a fear of, like, if I were to open myself up, if I were to give this up, I'm not going to receive anything back. You know, it's like that lack mindset. But somebody here is now finally ready to open up. They're finally ready to give something. They're finally ready to invest in something. We have the Queen of Swords in the reverse and the Three of Coins. The Queen of Swords in the reverse is somebody here who hasn't been honest with themselves. Maybe with what they've wanted to work with. Maybe somebody here just really didn't know. They were highly conflicted here with the Five of Wands. Do I invest in this? Do I not? Do I open up? Do I not? Do I do that? Do I do not? Do I do this? Do I do not? That's like this kind of energy here of somebody that's been really fighting themselves, maybe fighting their own urges. But now if somebody here is finally ready to open themselves up, they're tired of being closed off, right? Maybe they stopped the flow, right? Because something here about money, prosperity, something here being a flow, blessings being a flow, right? You can't expect to receive if you're unwilling to give, because it screws up the flow. It stops moving. Tell me more, universe. The Knight of Wands. Somebody is taking some swift action, being brave, going after something here that catches their eye. They no longer want to hold back. I just heard viewing from a distance. Somebody here has been watching something from a distance. We have the Nine of Cups and the King of Swords. It's very interesting here, because we have the King of Swords upright and the Queen of Swords in the reverse. I'm almost wondering if somebody's feminine side has been a little bruised and a little bit hurt. And that's why they've been a little bit unsure of themselves, male or female here, because we have the King of Swords upright, so we have the masculine aspect. This is somebody here who communicates very well, very effectively. They're very honest. They have very, very strong morals. And something here about that Queen of Swords, about maybe being afraid. But we do have happiness here. With the Nine of Cups. And then we have the Devil right behind it. So, I'm really wondering if somebody here is too afraid to open themselves up because they have finally gotten to a place where they're happy and content not only with themselves but where they are in life. And they don't want to go back to a toxic connection here with the Devil card. That's why that Queen of Swords was in the reverse. What's behind that? The Queen of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody here is still really, really hesitant here because it's like somebody here doesn't want, I feel like they don't want their heart to be taken advantage of anymore. And this could be any type of contract. This could be somebody here who's been maybe too afraid to connect with the outside world in any kind of way, or in any kind of deeper way. Could be love, could be friendship, could be even family. Hell, who knows? Take it however it resonates in your life, but I feel like somebody here is being brave. They are taking some kind of action here. I feel like they're still fearful with this Queen of Swords, but they're willing to put in the work and in the effort here to work together. Maybe, and this could even be like finally opening themselves up to the universe in order for them to receive some kind of blessing. Because this is like somebody you're praying to the genie, right? This is the genie coming down saying, here are your pentacles. Co-creating. Something is definitely coming in quickly here. Tell me more, universe. The Page of Swords in the reverse. With the Nine of Wands, somebody here is no longer overwhelmed, but the Page of Swords, I mean, pages are messengers, and swords, I mean, this could be news that somebody doesn't want to hear. Maybe that you're finally opening up, that you're ready to take a risk, you're ready to put yourself out there. Somebody is no longer overwhelmed. Seven of Wands in the World, in the reverse. It's like trying to block somebody from moving on, wanting somebody to come back, wanting something to return, not wanting somebody to move on, close out a chapter. And then there's the Hierophant. The Hierophant is a leader. A spiritual leader of some sort. This is somebody who has a direct connection to the universe. What's behind that? The Five of Swords. Double fives. Maybe somebody's attempt to keep you guarded has failed in some kind of way. It's like somebody wanted you to come back and repeat a cycle of some sort. Either way, this is news that somebody doesn't want to hear, and I honestly don't feel like it's whoever this reading is for. I feel like this is for somebody else. Because I don't feel like you're overwhelmed anymore, because we have that Nine of Cups. You're like, I'm free. You're very free right now. You're feeling very free. Maybe you've been blocking out this kind of energy from this person. Tell me more, universe. We have the Six of Wands. So yeah, the news that they don't want to hear is that you're headed for some kind of victory, that you've built some kind of fortress for yourself, because we have the Tower card right here. Well, we have the Tower, not the Tower card. But this tower is standing. Because this is something that you have built from the ground up. It is very stable. You're very stable. You cannot be defeated because you're not in the wrong. You're coming out very, very victorious, beating the competition. And this is news that they don't want to hear, that you have taken some kind of action here to free yourself from some kind of restraint. Ten of Wands in the reverse and the Moon. This is not wanting something to be over, but having no choice but to accept the defeat. Maybe somebody here was under the illusion, maybe you guys are the Hierophant. You are some kind of leader here. And maybe somebody was doing everything in their power in order to disconnect you from the source. It didn't work. Queen of Coins with this Moon card. You've built up a reputation here for yourself. Your work speaks for itself. Your actions speak for themselves. For some of you, this Page of Swords in the reverse could have been some kind of gossip that somebody threw out into the ethers, right? In order to keep you trapped, in order to keep you guarded and make you protect and defend yourself. But you don't have to do that because your actions and your words speak louder than their lies. And if anybody out there wants to believe somebody's lies over your actions, well, then they're just a goddamn fool. I'm just gonna be honest. 11:44 on the screen when I said that. Tell me more. It's like you won. You won up against something that you didn't even know you were fighting. Like, that's really what this feels like. I feel like somebody was really just fighting with themselves and taking it out on you, and maybe you broken free from that illusion. Of course you did, because you're the Hierophant, and that's why the Moon was there. Because you've been illuminated to the truth. That somebody's competition with you was really a fight amongst themselves. Tell me more, universe. The Four of Swords in the reverse. Interesting, both fours are in the reverse, so 4-4. This is coming out of hibernation. This is coming out from the dark, being resurrected, no longer resting, no longer healing. You never had to heal in the first place. But I'm glad that you did, because it made you become the Hierophant. It's like I'm hearing like the progression from the High Priestess to the Hierophant. You did more healing in this lifetime than you were meant to, if you guys are following me. And you have surpassed the title that you were born to receive, if that makes any sense. And I feel like it's because of whoever this person, and for some of y'all, this could even be like an entity that's been attached to multiple different people. Like, maybe for some of y'all in your life, you've been encountering resistance all the time. You had to be on guard. You had to constantly defend yourself. What the hell was that? You have to constantly defend yourself. But I feel like whatever this thing or person or whatever was, they ended up to help carry you across the finish line of a completely different cycle than what they were trying to stop you from, because I don't think they realized where you actually were when they did all this to you. I don't think these people realized that you were a High Priestess already. And an Empress at the bottom of the deck. I just said this, I believe it was in the Aries reading. The Empress and the Emperor are sorry, my lisp came out, the master magicians. And what I mean by that is that they have had to sit in the role of the King and Queen of Cups, Pentacles, Wands, and Swords. Like, they've learned all of those lessons in regards to their blessings, their stability, to their passion, to their drive, to their communication, to their thoughts. They've even mastered their emotions. And they got to that position as the Empress and the Empress because of all of the work that they put in without having to compromise their values and who they are. And that's what you did. You didn't compromise. 10 of Cups. That cycle is now over. No 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. No longer working with it because you're letting go. You're stepping out. And that's what they don't want. They don't want you to step out. Tower. It's going to be a tower for them if you do step out. Tell me more, universe. The Page of Wands. Again, that's news that they don't want to hear about the actions that you are taking. That maybe whatever they've been doing is having no effect. It's not putting you back to sleep. It can't. Whatever attacks are trying to send your way, they don't even affect you. They're like bouncing right off of you. Because your elevation, your frequency has elevated so high that it's like, you know, it's like somebody trying to throw something. Oh, as I just like hit my own light. It's like trying to throw something up in the air and then it's just coming back and hitting you in the head. Like, that's really what's going on with this individual. The moon is right here. It's like the truth is hitting them right in the head. It's like they're looking at themselves in the mirror and they're like, what the hell was wrong with me? What the hell was I thinking? It's like somebody here believed their own lies. Tell me more, universe. The Magician. There you are, getting a brand new start at creating something new for yourself. Ace of Cups, right here at the bottom of the deck. We had that 10 of Cups earlier. And now that you have become a master magician, you are going to use your gifts to manifest a new life. The one that you are getting ready to birth as the Empress here. You're recognizing all the tools that you have, all the toil and labor was for, it wasn't for nothing. You have acquired so many skills and so many tools along the way as the Empress. Right? Like, this is somebody here who doesn't need anybody. They don't need people. They'll take care on their own. They don't need somebody. People are in their life because they want them to be. And there's a difference. Because the Empress is a go-getter, right? I always use this example, right? Like, this is an Empress or an Emperor is someone who will take lemons and make lemonade, take grapes and make wine, right? Take potatoes and make vodka, right? Chop down the wheat in order to process and make their own flour so they can bake their own bread. Like, this is somebody who's like, people are around them because they genuinely want them to be. And that's the energy that you're in, and that is exactly what you are attracting. And maybe that's what somebody or some entity or energy or whatever, generational curse, whatever you guys want to name it, has been trying to hold you back from it. They just can't do it. Not with that 10 of Cups. No, that cycle is over. And they cannot make you revisit or repeat it. I don't even think they knew who they were messing with in the first place. I also think that maybe y'all needed to recognize that you've been asleep. And the reason why this has happened is because a little part of you, maybe you allowed it to happen by not taking action when you should have. And maybe you were trying to save the peace. Maybe it was because of what people called you in the past. You're like, you know what, I don't You believed it. And that's okay. There's no judgment. We've all been there. But it's like, you're like, you know what? I'm giving up that concept because that's not suiting me, because it's not really who I am. You started off as the high priestess. You didn't need to listen to anybody else but yourself. And throughout that process, you became the Hierophant. You became a leader. That is what I have for y'all. I'm sending you all lots of love and lots of light. Please stay tuned. I am going to be announcing something by the week's end, so keep a lookout for that. And with that, I'm sending you all lots of love and lots of light, and I will see y'all next time. Ciao.